Hey guys, welcome to Fly Top King. Hey, today is all about the sausage and biscuit loaded breakfast burrito. After I saw this little short on one of the social media channels, I was like, I have got to do this. Ever since I saw it, I was like, heck yes, this is all me. You guys stay tuned. You cannot start a sausage and biscuit video without making homemade biscuits. All right, let's get going. Really quick. I've got my flour, my baking powder, my baking soda, a little bit of sugar in there. Change the recipe up a little bit. I'm going to use a stick of frozen butter. We're just going to grate it right in. All right, now that the butter's been grated, look, you can use your pastry cutter. You can use a fork. It's just a cheap little way to do it. I know some people complain it's just another dish, but I like it. Really get your butter pea size already. All right, there's that.
1 cup buttermilk.
Yep. All right, a little flour on the board. Might seem dry, but you haven't kneaded it yet. On this recipe, we're not worried about a dough cutter. We're not worried about our dough cutter, like a biscuit cutter. We're not even worried about a roller. This will be very rustic. So basically what we're going to do is just start creating layers. Use your hand just like a rolling pin, and you're going to notice that your dough starts coming together very quick. I think one of the times, you know, I try to give you tips and tricks. This is one of them. I think too many times people are worried that their biscuit dough is going to be too dry because they want it to come together almost like a canned biscuit idea. But technically, that's really not what a Southern biscuit is about. It will come together with the kneading process. You just got to have, just like a hash brown, patience and a lot of butter or oil. So you guys can see it's come together nicely. You guys can see the flakes. Once this is heated up to a certain temperature, your oil will create steam pockets, and that's how you get a light and flaky biscuit.
Your butter, you mean?
What I'll say?
Your oil.
Well, that's the same thing, honey. Butter, oil. All right, so all that folding and all that kneading, just like that, is how you get to the layers in the biscuit. So we're just going to square it up now. Just trying to get it uniform shape, uniform thickness. See how the dough's kind of like springing back? That's right on the verge of overworked, but also on the verge of perfect. Your dough's together. Just got a regular baking sheet right here. Then with just a little bit of extra buttermilk. Just right on the tops. You can use butter. Doesn't really matter. It's going to help in the browning. All right, just like that. So in the oven for 425 until they're done. I want to show you what it looks like.
About how long till they're done?
We'll see. All right, with the magic of TV, there's our flaky buttermilk biscuits. No need for rolling pins. No need for special equipment. Just light, flaky,
hot,
and hot biscuits. Woo, them bad boys are hot. We'll set those to the side, and let's get started with the recipe. All right, let me show you something. So we get asked all the time about how much propane we go through. Honestly, I have no idea. I've got multiple griddles, multiple propane tanks, and this griddle's been on way longer than the average person coming out to their deck or backyard. The point is here's a trick. I always try to teach you guys something. So I knew that my skillet was going to be on the griddle while it warms up, because you want to be able to have that heat to transfer to both units, your griddle and your skillet. If you add a little water, this also can do inside. Your skillet's not going to get too hot because it has to heat up the water. So now it's using the energy correctly. So a lot of times, especially when I'm preparing vegetables or something like that, I'm going to put the skillet on, turn on like a medium low, maybe like a medium, put some water in there. And then as your heat builds up, you're not scorching the bottom of your pan. So once I dump this water out and add the sausage to it to make our gravy, it's not going to be like extremely hot, like 500 degrees. Some bacon, some sausage. Of course, you got to have sausage gravy to go on the biscuits. I got some of these little rounds that we found at the grocery store, just frozen, little round hash browns. I thought that would be pretty fun to do today. Some cheese. Got these big old suckers. These are extra large burritos because I've honestly felt like one small one wouldn't be enough. Got some milk for the gravy. and some eggs. I'm gonna put some jalapenos, and you guys know I love my hot sauce. All right, I'm just eyeballing it. I'm just gonna throw in like half a log of sausage. Remember, I mean, you could add the rest of the sausage and have sausage and bacon in a burrito. I'll probably just save the rest and cook for the kids. All right, if you guys have followed along the channel for a while, you guys know that we can't make our bacon unless it is hashtag bacon dust. That means it breaks at the sheer look at it.
You drop it on the ground, it shatters to a million pieces.
You don't even have to drop it, you just gotta pick it up. So that's what I've been informed to do today. And, also too, we made a sausage and gravy recipe one day. And somebody commented, man, don't throw that bacon grease away. Put it in your sausage gravy. I've actually done that. Great call. Anytime we have bacon now, it's something that I actually do. So whoever comment on that, if you're still around, thank you. So just take some of that sausage grease.
Bacon grease.
Yeah, just like that. Man, did add some good flavor. All right. Use that oil as your fry base for your hash browns. These are frozen, but they have been out in the refrigerator for at least 45 minutes, something like, or the freezer for like 45 minutes, something like that. So they're not just fresh out of the freezer. Is that something? When you're making your gravy, you just got to do equal parts flour and fat. So it's just kind of like an eyeball thing. You want to paste and let it cook for a couple minutes. You want to cook that flour taste out of it. So I'm going to add just a hair more. See how runny that is?
Hash browns look good. And
Well,
that bacon grease.
Yeah, they fried up nice.
So when you say equal parts fat and flour, about how much would you say
What do you mean?
that you've used? Any ideas?
Probably 3 to 3. 3 tablespoons to 3 tablespoons would be my guess.
And the fat is what?
Bacon grease and sausage grease. Or you could use butter, you could use vegetable oil, whatever, avocado oil, whatever. It's just the oil that you're going to use to incorporate the flour to make your roux. One thing I swear by, I get all kinds of crap for it because I swear by it, but that's just me. I like to pull my pan off the heat, let it calm down for a minute. Because when you add your milk, everything froths up a lot and it starts seasoning up right away. So one thing we did in the restaurant was just set your pan off to the side. Just let all these bubbles kind of dissipate. It kind of cools your pan down for a minute. And then once you add your milk, it's a lot easier to bring up with no lumps. See, we're a lot cooler right now. You don't get that real bad reaction. You start incorporating. You're also using your spatula or your spoon or your whisk to get up those bits off the bottom. Those bits on the bottom are a ton of flavor. See how we're thick? So you're just gonna add a little bit more milk and just gonna add it until your consistency. Now remember, when your gravy cools down, it's also gonna thicken up. So there's a fine line.
And you're using whole milk.
Yeah. You can use half and half. I've used heavy cream before, but that just gets a little bit too thick. Sometimes I've mixed it. I find whole milk is kind of like the right balance.
And that was the full thing.
Yep. I've got the hash browns taken off. Surprisingly, they came out absolutely fantastic. Crunchy to no end. A little bit surprised.
Cooking them in the bacon grease.
Yep. So we got this large tortilla we're warming up on the grill. Got some salt and pepper in our eggs. And just to recap on that gravy, I did not add salt and pepper in the video, and I just realized that. And I did add salt and pepper before we started. I like a heavy dose of pepper in my gravy, so that's what I did. All right. Just use some of that leftover sausage or bacon gravy or bacon grease. My griddle's on low. We just want to scramble these up. And then I'm going to cut the power and just start warming that tortilla up. I don't know if I've ever been excited or as excited to build something. All right, here we go. First things first, cheese. I don't know if there's a right or wrong way to build it. I'm just thinking in my mind, cheese goes with eggs. So there's those scrambled eggs. Of course, you can do over easy, something like that. Okay. Let me just think about this. I love hot sauce. I like gravy on my hot sauce. Or hot sauce on my gravy. Break up one of those buttermilk biscuits. All in the gravy.
Which are fantastic, by the way.
Yeah, just look how look how layered they are. Yeah.
We split one when they were fresh out of the oven.
No, I don't know about splitting.
Okay, you had a bite of mine.
Got some hash browns and of course a couple strips of bacon. And then to top it off, obviously optional, but if you're going to do it right. A little bit of jalapenos. I told you I wanted a big tortilla.
These actually say extra large tortillas too. We found them in the refrigerator section.
Right where I buy my clothes, in the extra large section. All right, it's not necessary, but right on that residual heat, my griddle's already off. I'm just gonna let this sit right there for a minute to seal that edge. Golly. All right, guys, there you go. The loaded biscuits and gravy breakfast burrito. Who thought that you could take biscuits and gravy on the go? You should start making this for me every single morning.
Right. You know what I make for you, honey?
Coffee.
Coffee and drive-through.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. The gravy's everywhere. The hot sauce, the cheese is melted in the egg, the bacon. Woo! I think I'm going to squish it this way because you can see the bacon and the hash browns that way.
Get a better bite.
Ah, heck with it. Who be fooling? I can fit it. God, this is... It better be dang good.
And the rain's coming. Might have to visit the cardiologist afterwards, but... Okay, let me have a bite.
Maybe the cardiologist needs to visit you. That's good. That is absolutely... I have found my new love.
That is very good. I'm not one that likes all my foods together like that, but that is dang good.
And you having a burrito, so now you don't have to worry about dang... Oh my God, this is...
Take that on a fishing trip in the morning.
I don't know if it's top 5 because we've made some really good stuff on the griddle before, especially breakfast-wise. I love my Mexican breakfast, or inspired breakfast. This is phenomenal. It's everything you want. It's spicy, it's soft, the eggs are moist. It's all wrapped up in the burrito to go.
So many flavors.
Everything. Absolutely everything you'd ever imagine. All right, guys, if you're interested, we have a join button down below with the membership program. We thank each and every one of you for taking time for doing so. Check us out on the Griddle Group on Facebook. It's where we talk about griddles. Heck, you never know. It's where we get inspiration. You guys show a lot of your stuff, and we thank each and every one of you for doing so. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to press that subscribe button, pound the notification button, share it with your friends. I'm going to town.
Breakfast time.